Ich teste gerade das Mikro. What is up, my dudes, dudettes, and dudeless people? My name is Sem, and I go by Heed Them. Now excuse the different sound quality, I'm currently staying at my editor's place, and she happens to have a different microphone than I, but it's just for this video, so don't you worry. We have officially entered week 3 of favtober, and with that we're slowly reaching the end, and Halloween is just around the corner. And just as a quick refresher, here are the rules. Bum bum, bum bum bum, bum. Without further ado, let's get into it. There used to be a time where Leon was like on my top faves of Danganronpa up until Yasuhiro took over that place. I don't know how it happened, but it did. But I still love him with my whole heart, and that probably won't change. Back then when I, got into Danganronpa, I was like, oh my god, Leon is the kind of guy that I would love to date. Turns out he's the kind of guy I want to be. Gender envy is real on this idiot, and I can't believe how the tables have turned. And even though we didn't have as much screen time with him, considering he was one of the first people dead, we got to learn a lot through Kanon and the spin-off novel Ultra Desperhagakure. And I know it's been years, but I'm still advocating for everyone to read that novel, I swear to god. Even if that means I have to read it out to you, I'll gladly do it. New video idea. Why exactly do I like Leon? I guess I just vibe with him. It's just his looks are cool, his personality is cool. He sometimes does have a fragile ego, but if he looks like that, he can have that, I suppose. Also, goatee. There actually is not that much to say about him. I just like him. Sometimes there doesn't have to be like a big reason why you like a character. Sometimes you just like a character, and that's it. I'm just vibing with him. I'm just vibing with him. Have y'all heard about the update that comes out on November 5th? Isn't it amazing? Now I know Graham isn't a Raymond or a Marshall or whoever else is popular out there, but that's why I like him. Well, actually, there are other reasons why I like him, but that is one of them. Once again, my existence is solely to like the underrated and not so like characters out there. Why Graham in particular, though? He is a nerdy little hamster, and I swear to god, hamsters are the best species in Animal Crossing. You can fight me on that. My second island actually is a hamster island, and I have every hamster except for Flurry and, well, new edition Marlowe. I'm so excited when Marlowe is on the market for me to grab. I'm like, gimme! And I don't know, the thing is, back when I got myself Animal Crossing New Leaf, one of my neighbors happened to be Graham, and he parked his house basically right in front of mine, which at first I was like, excuse me, I wanted to have a beautiful flower garden there with all the rare crossbreeds and stuff. But then I grew to like him just because he has a certain charm. He has a certain, I don't know. he's just precious, okay? I also really love his house. His house is basically like a computer server in both games, a New Leaf and a New Horizons, and I'm just like, you fucking nerd, I love you. His name is Blitz and the O is silent. I've been a fan of both Has Been Hotel and Brandon Rogers, and when I heard that a series is coming out where Brandon Rogers is like the voice of the main character, I was so ecstatic about it. Oh, and quickly before I go on about that topic, I tried to draw Blitz in his demon form, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I opted for a kind of transformation thingy between his demon form and his not canon, non-existing human form. Just because I need noses to draw, okay? I can't draw without noses. But yeah, when I heard that Brandon Rogers was gonna voice Blitz, I was like, oh, this is going to be so good. And it is so good! It is so fucking good! I love it. Blitz is just a type of character who seems crude, who also sometimes is crude, but he also has a soft spot. And as I explained that with Mondo in the first video, I am a sucker for that. He also is a... Okay, he's not a good father, but he's trying to be. He's trying to be a good father, as good as a paid serial killer can be. Oh, and he's really good with guns now. Dance, bitch! How exactly did we go from murdering demon hell spawn to Isabella? I don't know. With Isabella, I can't really explain why I like her. It's similar with Leon. I just vibe with her. She's just a pretty neat character. I guess I also kind of like her character development, because at first she was more like just the neighborhood girl from across the street who's in love with one of the main characters, but she kind of developed into this kick-ass leader of the... I almost said cheerleader. What? Of the Fireside Girl squad. And yes, while she still does get distracted by Mr. Dorito Head over there, she does prove herself over and over again to be a competent and also very intelligent girl who can, like, also technically build anything. We've seen her build stuff without the boys, so... there you have it, I guess. I guess one reason why I also like her is because back when I was, like, growing up with the show, I used to wear a lot of pink, similar to her pinks, like those bright pinks, those baby pinks and all of that, which I don't do nowadays anymore. What a shocker. But I kind of used to be her as a child, minus the major crush on someone. Here's a fun fact. Genocide SEO was the first character I ever drew fan art of in the Danganronpa franchise. Sadly, I don't have the picture with me right now, but I'll make sure to, like, post it on my Instagram story or something. Follow me on Instagram, the link is in my bio! In the description. Jesus Christ! For SEO, I actually decided to do a screenshot redraw, which, while I was looking for references for her, I found on Google, because I liked the pose and I liked the dynamic, so I thought to myself, yeah, why not? And the reason why I like her so much is because I just like her humor. I just like her character. She's so over the top and so comedic that I'm cracking up every time she's on screen. I also find it quite ironic that she indeed is a serial killer who didn't kill anybody in the killing game. And that, my people, is called self-control. Although I do have to say that Toko/Genocider is not a good representation of DID, which isn't even called DID in the first game. They call it schizophrenia for some odd reason. I guess they got it mixed up or something. Who's a good boy? Who is a good boy? Yes, Scott is a good boy. Scott is a very good boy and I love him to bits. Even with the weird ass endings, I still enjoy him as a character, obviously. He's a big, great, lovable himbo, and I just want to hug him. Or I want him to crush my head in between his pecs, but that's a different story. That reminds me that I should play Monster Prom again, oops. I just love that he is in a constant mood of head empty, no think. And I love that, because I too am head empty, no think, all the time. I also love that you can't really mess up his route. With everyone you have to kind of get the right answers, but in his case you just have to collect as many hearts as possible. Which is not that hard, it's very simple, because he's a very simple guy. At the same time, you can never really expect what he's doing next. You always have to expect the unexpected, because even if you think your answer is going one direction, it does a 180 and goes the complete opposite direction. And it cracks me up every time, I just love it. I could play Scott's routes like all the time. And no, this is not me outing myself as a furry. Don't even try.
Honest? I've mastered the art of yaoi.
What?
Yeah, that was an experience and a half, not gonna lie. Similar to Scott, you can't expect whatever Liam is gonna do next. However, in his case, you have to think like so far ahead, because even if you think you chose the right answer, it's probably not hipster enough for him to like it. Also, he purple, I like color purple. I'm simple-brained man, okay? To be fair though, at first I didn't like him, but somehow I grew a liking to Liam. It's just the more I played Monster Prom and the more I was on his route, I was just so endeared with his character. He is so ridiculously edgy and hipster. You can't make, I mean, you can make it up. Someone had to make it up for the game, but you can't make this up. You can't. You just can't. Anyway, check out my Monster Prom Let's Plays. Thank you. Shameless self.
Control you, just as in a game. But don't try to fight me back. You can't break me. Try it, and you shall see. I'm back. Boo.
Anyways, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed week 3 as much as I did. And with only 7 characters / 7 more days left of the month, we are approaching the finale. I hope you're excited just as I am. And I'll see you in the next video of whatever it'll be. Bye bye!